Welcome to the TransformationCoach.me podcast. I'm your host, Adam Shively, and I'm on a 1 million pound mission. I've personally lost over 100 pounds, and I've applied what I've learned from my own transformation journey to help my hometown clients lose over 35,000 pounds in just 5 years. Now, I'm on a mission to produce over 1 million pounds of results by delivering weekly tips, motivation, and my best transformation strategies to my podcast listeners, blog readers, and everybody I interact with through social media and my online coaching programs. The perfect time to start your transformation is now. So let's do this. All right, my friends, hang on tight. I've got a good one for you this week. Don't call it a comeback. So you guys, you've noticed. 2 weeks, no podcast. What's up, Adam? I'm getting the emails. What's up, buddy? What's going down? Getting the text messages, the Facebook messages, a little Instagram. Where you been, my man? Where you been? You know, I could feed you guys, some BS and say, I've been working on my academy, which I have been. I've been really putting in extra hours building that academy. I'm psyched about it. I'm ready to rock and roll here soon with that. But I'm not going to give you a bunch of BS. I'm gonna give it to you straight because you guys deserve that. Because really, having so many people reach out to me and just notice that it's been 2 weeks. Like I've gone pretty much every week for a year straight, and then 2 weeks no podcast. I had people say, "Hey, man, I need this message. I need this every week. You're making a difference. Please keep going." Like I could tell you guys were feeling something was up. So let's be honest about it. I got shook up. Some shit went down. I just cursed. And it shook me. It shook me, my friends. So a lot of you know that I own a gym. I own a gym here in my hometown of Bloomington, Indiana. It's been my life's work building this thing, this community, and producing results. I talk about it in the intro to every podcast. I've lost 100 pounds. I took what I learned, created a boot camp. I started a gym. My clients lost 35,000 pounds in 5 years. Now we're on the 1 million pound mission. I say that at the beginning of every podcast as a reminder to me and you what the mission is, what's been accomplished, and what I want to do. So I've got a huge connection with my hometown people, the people that I help transform. And a couple of weeks ago, there was, our local community is exploding with health and fitness, and a new gym opened up, a big franchise. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to get sued. But they're fighting dirty. They've got a lot of money. They will spend more money on advertising than I will make from my gym in a year, for sure. So we're kind of, if you guys have ever seen Dodgeball, it's like Average Joe's versus Globo Gym, all right? And I haven't made them bleed their own blood yet, but that's coming to them. Now, what I found out was that they had hired a team of people to call my clients, to find who they are, contact them through Facebook or find their phone numbers, and they are contacting my people, offering them free membership if they give up 5 more contacts within our gym. They're trying to take me out. And it shook me. Like, I was pissed. I was sad because we're seeing an impact. Like, this is how I feed my family. But this is also, like I said, this is my life's work. This is my life's work, helping people. I like to show up and help people. That's what I do. Whether it's on the podcast, online, in person, that's what I do. I show up and I help. I try to make a difference. I try to make an impact every single day. So it shook me. Like I said, just that somebody was targeting me like that and just trying to take me out. Like, this is how I feed my kids. This is how, we save for retirement. This is the deal for me. And that somebody just wants to take me out just because they have more money. I can 100% guarantee you that their motives aren't the same as mine. They aren't going for a $1 million pound mission. They're going for a $1 million mission. And it shook me. And the clients were going. They were accepting. They were going to accept the offer and pass along names. And it shook me. I'm like, these are my people. This is my tribe. These are the people that I've given
my heart and soul to, and it just crushed me for about 2 weeks there. I was like, damn, this. I wasn't expecting this. You know, people go and try things and this and that, but just the whole situation just kind of broke my heart a little bit. You know, like it really sucked. So that's what's been going down for the last couple of weeks. And I thought, well, you know, maybe I shouldn't podcast anymore. Maybe it's just not my journey anymore. Maybe that's not my mission anymore. And then I started getting the emails from you guys. And it made a difference. It really did. And then this last week, things got shooken up a little bit towards the good side. I attended an event, perfect timing. That's why I always promote personal growth, personal development. But I had signed up for an event called the Summit of Greatness. Lewis Howes, shout out to Lewis Howes, the School of Greatness podcast. Check it out. It's amazing. But I took 4 of my team members with me. And we went to Columbus, Ohio. And, I still wasn't sure. I was unsure about what my mission was, what my purpose was. I just kept on thinking, man, if I help these people lose 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 150 pounds, and they're willing to ditch me like that and just try something else because of a freebie offer, what's my purpose? What's my goal? What should I really be doing? Where is my time best spent? Those are the questions that are going through my head. And we go to the summit, and the speakers just come up and they are rocking it and they're motivating me. And I'm starting to find that mojo again. And there's a 2-day event and something funny happened. So we're kind of lit up. We're excited. We're very motivated. And I'm starting to find that mojo again. But I still have those questions going through my head. And then that night, I go to sleep. And, sometimes when you're not all the way asleep, you're not dreaming, but you kind of have just like weird stuff going through your head. That's kind of where I was. I wasn't really sleeping hard. And I wasn't really dreaming, but I had some things pop back up into my head. And I remembered the very first personal development, personal growth event that I went to. It was in Salt Lake City, Utah, about 10 years ago. It was about right when I started to lose my weight, when I first started to lose my 100 pounds. All right? And there was a guy out there speaking. And I just remember, this just came to me. I'm not going to say it was like a vision or anything. And I hadn't had anything to drink. Don't worry. I haven't drank in several years. But I just started remembering that for whatever reason. And I remember what lit me up. And there was a guy that got up there. And the gist of his message was that there are 2 types of people. There are wolves and there are sheep. And he said the difference is that the sheep waits to be fed. And it depends on everyone else. If no one feeds the sheep, it dies. It has to be cared for. It has to be maintained. When the wolf gets hungry, it hunts. And it eats. And they looked at us. And, you always feel like, when they're looking at everybody, they feel like they're looking at you. You're really connected. And he said, be a wolf. And that's when I woke up. And, I had tears in my eyes. I had lost that wolf mentality. And he's not talking about being mean like a wolf or anything. He's like, feed your damn self. Take action. Don't wait for someone else to come and save your ass. Take action. Do what you do. If you've got a message burning inside of you, if you have a goal, if you have a mission, take action. The world deserves to know what you've got. The world deserves to get your best. So I wake up, day 2, tears in my eyes, fired up, and ready to go because I feel like I've got that back. And that day, one of my favorite people in the world, Brendan Burchard, he's one of my heroes. And he was one of the speakers, the last speaker of the day. And I got to get up and ask him a question. Out of 4 people, got to do that. Out of 1,000 people at the event, I stood up in front of everybody, asked him a question, and he gave me some validation. And he said, keep doing what you're doing. You've got the right path out in front of you. Keep taking action. And that man, that just meant everything to me. So, what does this mean for you guys? The wolf and the sheep. I know that so many of you are out there and you feel like you're just getting crushed by life circumstances. Right? If it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. I'm Mr. Positive mojo, high energy, positivity, goal setting, goal achieving guy. And if I can get into a funk like with 2 weeks, like I have been in the last 2 weeks, it can happen to anybody. It can happen to the best of us. It can happen to the worst of us. And the key is that mentality of don't wait to be fed. Go out and hunt. Get after your goals. Don't wait for someone else to achieve them for you. Don't wait for someone else to bring food to the table. Go out and get it. Because you deserve it. The world deserves your best. And it's time to take action, my friends. So, what can you expect moving forward? You're going to get my best. The wolf is back. Like I said, don't call it a comeback. I had to summon my inner LL Cool J this week. Don't call it a comeback. But you're going to get my best. All right? I'm going to go full throttle, full energy, full effort. And you guys are going to benefit from that. I'm looking for my tribe. I'm looking for people to raise their hand and say, I'm in. Help me. I'm in. All right? If you're one of my local clients, show up. Take advantage. Let's get the job done. If you're one of my online clients, show up. Take advantage. Let's get the job done. It doesn't matter. People are people online, in town. If I can get my hands on you, that's great. If I can just talk to you through Facebook Live or whatever, that's great. I will help you however I can. Just show up for me. All right, we're going to blow up the podcast. We're going to keep it going strong. I've got about 5 or 6 guests lined up that I'm going to be doing interviews in the next week, and I'm really, really psyched. And I'm going after the big names because I feel like you guys deserve their knowledge, and I'm not going to take no for an answer. So we got some great interviews lined up, and you guys can expect me to be around 1 year down. The next year is going to be big, big, big for all of us. So the results will be achieved. We're going to get after it. I've got some asks this week. Like I said, I'm in year 2 of the podcast. I really want to be raw, real, unfiltered, just open my heart and give it to you guys. You guys have to know that I'm a real person. I'm not a Hollywood celebrity trainer. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But that's not who I am. I don't have a bunch of like automated systems and virtual assistants doing all my emails for me and all that kind of stuff. It's me. Like if you email me, I'm responding. If you Facebook message me, I am responding. So good or bad, that's what you're getting. And I'm going to give you more of that in year 2 of the podcast. And that's what I'm excited about. But we need to grow the audience so that we can make more of an impact. I'm on a 1 million pound mission, and that doesn't happen without you guys. And that doesn't happen without connection. So I've got an ask of you. If you have never reviewed my podcast, I need it. And I'll tell you why. I'll give you a inside scoop on how this whole podcast thing works. All right? The more ratings and reviews and subscribers that you have on iTunes, they say, hey, this person has an important message that people are reacting to. And then they show it to more people. They recommend the show to more people. They give it a more prominent spot. They'll put you on the top 100. And once that happens, more people are exposed to it. And I'll tell you, I really would like to get sponsors, regular sponsors for the show. And some people are like, oh, ads suck and sponsors suck. But I need to monetize the podcast so I can do more episodes, so I can spend more time doing this and make a bigger impact. All right? That's important. So I'm just going to be legit and real with you. And the other cool thing with sponsors, I'm not going to do like some ad for weird underwear or something like that. It's going to be things, I want to work with sponsors that will benefit you and that will give you a deal. So I'm not asking you guys to give me money. I'm not asking you to find me sponsors. That will happen on its own. But if you can review my podcast on iTunes, it's huge. You spend 5 minutes, write a little review, do a rating, huge. If you subscribe to the podcast, huge. All right? And if I haven't earned that yet, then, so be it. But if you think I have, if I've made a difference, if I've motivated you, if I've ever inspired you, then if you can do that for me, it's huge. And I appreciate it. I'm severely and completely grateful for that. If you can share the episode with one person, share them with this one. This is real and raw. Don't call it a comeback. Real, raw Adam. All right? And if someone did refer you to this episode and said, start here, welcome, my friend. Things are different on the old TransformationCoach.me podcast. And you've got somebody that's going to support you. Welcome to the Transformation Tribe. All right, so if you can leave a review, leave a rating, give it a share, subscribe, all of those things are huge game changers for me. And as we climb up into that top 100 podcast list, we're going to celebrate it together. When we get sponsors, I'm going to go nuts, and I'm going to celebrate it with you. All right, so that's the deal. I'm Adam Scheibler. I'm from Bloomington, Indiana. I'm 37 years old. I've got a wife. I've got 2 kids. I've got 2 dogs. I've got 1 cat. I live on a farm, and I am not a celebrity, world-famous trainer. My goal isn't to be famous. My goal is to make a huge impact, 1 million pounds of impact, and you guys are a part of that. All right. I think that's good for this week. I may kick out another episode this week. Who knows? I'm the wolf. The wolf is back, my friends. All right, that's it for this episode. And I look forward to the next year. We're going to rock it. This is our year, and I'm excited to reflect on this episode 1 year from today. And let's see what the difference is. All right, my friends. It's time to say goodbye. I want you to get out there, as always. Own it every meal, every workout, every day. I'll see you on the next episode. Hey there, before I let you go, one last quick reminder. If you guys got anything out of this episode, if it motivated you, fired you up, got you excited and ready to take action, I would love and appreciate it if you guys could go on iTunes, leave me a rating and a review, subscribe to this podcast, and share it with a friend. Spread the message. Help me achieve my 1 million pound mission. I greatly appreciate it. I'm grateful for you guys and the energy that you bring. I'm going to keep bringing it, so let's do this.